RugbyMag.com, the official voice of rugby.
And the kickoff come from Ruth Bryson. Seattle looking to challenge with the bigger players. Big looping passes, but perhaps looking to get it out there. That is Nate Serevi, Waseli Serevi's daughter. Waseli out there on the sideline cheering her on. Oh, great fend off, but ball intercepted. And ball back out to Bryson. She's got some help on the wing there. That's Sarah Davis. She's taken down, but she releases, gets up, takes the ball again. Boscovich out to Croy. Turner. And a big tackle from Serevi to halt that move, but Berkeley still has it. Loopy pass, Bryson can't hold it, but Whitfield has it now. Just Jill Whitfield into contact, and that's going to be, well, it could have been diving over, and it could have been holding on, and Whitfield is called for holding on to the ball. She was isolated. That's usually the critical tiebreaker when you're not sure if someone is holding on or not. Penalty to Seattle. Pinned in their end, though. Get it out to the wing. There's one fend. Lots of yellow jerseys out there, but enough support for Seattle. Serevi dummies and goes into traffic and leaves it unprotected, and that's going to be a pick and go. Weaving around. And that, I believe, was Ruth Bryson weaving her way through, in and over and under to score a terrific try for Berkeley. And that'll make it 5-0, All Blues. And there's just one of those issues about isolation in the tackle. We saw isolation in the tackle from the All Blues resulting in a holding on penalty, and isolation in the tackle for Seattle, and she released the ball, pushed it back. For Bryson was a nice pickup. She came in, turned her body sideways, gathered the ball up. Actually, I'm not sure that was Ruth Bryson on the try, because they look all alike in the same jerseys. We didn't catch a number, but I think actually that may have been Irene Gardner. My apologies on that. Ball restart is taken by Seattle. Static ball again, though. Look at that swarming defense that the All Blues have. They're going to make Seattle fight for every inch, and Seattle has not gotten past their own 10-meter line yet. They might get it here. Excellent tackle. Well, that was Gardner. And All Blues just making their tackles. Again, daring Seattle to try and come through them. And Seattle gets past midfield. Oh, it just took a little bit too long to make that pass. Good tackle in from Croy, but still the Breakers have it. A little bit of a fumble there. That might have been a knock-on, and just when they had a little bit of an opportunity, just a little fumble. So we're at 7-0 here for Berkeley All-Blues over Seattle here in the final, Pacific Coast final, women's sevens. And not coming out cleanly from the ruck, but we've got a penalty offside by Seattle. Ball kicked away downfield, and you see The coaching staff on Berkeley just saying, hey, you know, we got prevented on a quick tap here by the ball being kicked away, but referee says just be quiet and go take the tap. Well, that was went for touch. It didn't make it on the fly, but it did make it with the bounce. So that'll be a line out to Berkeley. Interesting tactic. Not always one used by a sevens team, and especially on the women's side, where can't be as sure in the lineup, but that's a very snappy line out from Berkeley. No problems at all. Croy got a loop around. That's Davis, but she was in front of Bryson, and that'll be a forward pass. It's really been all Berkeley at this point. Just that one foray into the Berkeley half by Seattle. You can see the fatigue setting in a little bit. The pass is not quite as crisp. Zarevi does a loop around. She's away. She's through one. She's taken. Offloads. And pushed into touch. Good defense. Croy again. Well taken line out from Berkeley. There's Bryson. Croy. Croy sees a lot of room, but she's not really a lot of room kind of player. There's Gardner, the try scorer. She's going to offload to Whitfield, and Whitfield says, you know what, I'll just put my ears back. I'm going to go. What a fend off. And Jill Whitfield will score a winger's try by a prop to make it 12-0 Berkeley. And really, this entire game so far in this final has been set by pressure defense from the Berkeley All-Blues. They are not letting Seattle take any room, and they're making them pay for any step they take. This game by no means done. We're still in the first half. Whitfield's going to line up this kick. See, a lot of height, nice direction, not enough distance. It will stay 12-0. Berkeley restarts, tries to control it, knocked forward. That'll be a scrum Seattle. Well, we will have reports on this and all the Sevens Championships and final Sevens tournaments this weekend at rugbymag.com. We've got men's national seeds, women's national seeds being decided all the way through the country. Both of these teams going to nationals. It's just deciding which is going to go as the number one. He's done plenty of work today, but I know that the All-Blues don't have an awful lot of subs. They've already filled out that med tent quite a bit today. And I think they have to. We're running sideways an awful lot. But that's Davis. She offloads. Bryson out to Croy. Down on the ground. Gardner. There, right loops around. She still has it. Getting that pass from Boscovich. Back in. There's Gardner again. Even this. Bryson does very well to gather that one. Davies. She's got Croy with her. Does the misdirection. And really, you see, if you put your hands out saying you're not doing anything while you're doing something, it really just draws attention to you. Croy was shielding the player from the ball, and she was penalized, not rolling away. And that will be, this is the second half. Seattle in green and black, kicking off to the Berkeley All-Blues in gold, and that ball is not 10. Free kick for Berkeley at midfield. Not a good mistake to make right at the beginning of your comeback. Gardner taps, finds Bryson. Short ball to Davies, but they've tried that play a couple of times, and it's been a forward pass each time. Ball's out to Seattle. That's Serevi. Tries to offload. Doesn't succeed, but that's all right. Offside, Berkeley. Seattle goes again. Better passing this time from Seattle. Passing for the player, not to the player. Nate Sereve tries to go around. She offloads it back. Well, a lot of flopping on the ball. Now we've got a penalty, another penalty against Berkeley. This one offside. Aggressive defense from Berkeley, but right now it's biting them, and it could end up more than that. Good job not being held in the tackle. She's able to get right back up. Seattle still has it. They're moving it now. Back out to the wing, and just one more. She drops it, looks up at the sky, says, why did I do that? Because I'll tell you why. You were looking at the try line, hoping to get something going for your team. Scrum down to Berkeley. Dodge a bullet there to the Californian team. It's Davis again. She's sort of battling through that attention. Gardner out to Bryson. Boots it downfield. Lucy Croy says, thanks a lot. I'm not sure I want to go all the way down there and do that, but guess I will. And the kick is a scramble. That Jessie Turner got it. So smart to just gather it up and just go straight ahead. Maybe a turnover in that ruck, though. Yes, it is. Turned over and held up now. So called them all by the ref. And Seattle trying to shove that forward. Not going to be, and it's going to be a scrum down to Berkeley because it turned into a maul and the ball didn't come out. It's kind of a gray area there because you could have argued the ball was sort of turned over and it was still part of the ruck. You might have said that the good team going forward might have retained the ball. There goes Gardner. Dances through one tackle, dances through another. Irene Gardner, she's in. And that's a huge try for the Berkeley All-Blues. 17-0. I think that's the killer blow right there. I don't see Seattle being able to, I could see Seattle coming back from 2 tries, coming back from 3 with so much less time. It's very difficult to envision that. And the kick just skies away a little bit to the right. Still 17-0. Berkeley leads, and Berkeley really in command. This time, really the first time they had a good foray into the Seattle half, and they made it pay. Irene Gardner, 2 tries in this final. Berkeley to kick off. Well taken. And the ball squirts out the back of that ruck, but it does so illegally. Illegal use of the hands, as it were, by Boscovich. Alex Boscovich penalized in the ruck there. A lot of flat-footed passes, still frustrating for Seattle, and not able to get things going. Serevi breaks out of 1 tackle. She's got 4 tacklers looking at her. They're still not able to get it, bring her down. Good offload. Still they use it. Not held in the tackle, gets back up. Smart move. And that's an obvious penalty there, not rolling away from the tackle player, killing the ball. And Seattle go again. Turner makes a tackle. And they're down the wing. Again, good defense from Berkeley. They've turned it over. There goes Bryson. She has Croy with her. Croy's going to go through somebody. That'll be right. Out to Davis. Croy. That's Gardner back to Croy. Croy's all alone, really. People sort of losing their steam a little bit, but Bryson is there in support. Croy to Bryson. Ruth Bryson goes in just about under the posts. And that really this time puts this game away. 22-0. And Seattle just didn't get anything going in this game. Not at all. It's superb defense from the Berkeley All-Blues. Bryson with the kick. And that one goes straight through. Very nicely done. 24-0. Berkeley leads. Still time on the clock. But I don't think there's enough time for Seattle to do anything. And it's so much about ball movement. It's so much about running the right lines and running straight ahead so you're not losing space for your teammates. So much about passing quickly and directly. A quick turnover. And there goes Jessica Turner. And she is in. Kind of a soft try at this point, but it's been a long day. And that'll make it 29-0 for Berkeley. And I think this game was a little bit more competitive than that, but really such great defensive pressure from Berkeley in this game. You really feel like they had a talk about it. And just said this is how we make things happen, is we play good defense. Make them turn the ball over. Bryson, good with the kick, 31-0. Gardner with 2 tries. Whitfield, Turner, and Bryson all with tries in this game. Bryson with 3 conversions. And actually that's a perfect restart. Bounce to go in. It's fine. And no, they're saying that it didn't bounce, that it went out of. Odd little call there. It did seem to bounce before it went out on the full, but anyway, free kick for Seattle. They're moving the ball now. 2-on-1, out to Sarevi. She's going to go in at the corner. Can she make it? Just pulled in. Gets down just short of the line. Oh, they've got numbers. They just need to use them. And it's a try. Try Seattle. Make it 31-5. A little bit of a consolation for a team that's had a very good day. Kind of a weird day, but in the end, a very good day. And certainly Seattle, a team that still needs to learn a little bit more about executing their skills under pressure. And that will do it. 31-5. Berkeley All-Blues are the Pacific Coast champions.